For 9 months, every Friday evening, my wife told me the same thing. I'm going to my mother's house. She needs me. I never questioned her. Until one Friday, her mother called our house and said something that made my blood run cold. Please tell me where my daughter is. She hasn't visited me in months. I looked toward the driveway. My wife's car was sitting outside. And suddenly, every Friday night I had trusted began to look like a lie. Full real story. My name is Ethan Cole. And for almost 10 years, I believed I had married the woman who would never lie to me. My wife, Laura, was caring, intelligent, and always seemed devoted to her family. Then, 9 months ago, something changed. Every Friday afternoon, Laura would get dressed, take her purse, and say the same words. I'm going to see Mom. She isn't doing well. At first, I admired her for it. Her mother had been struggling with health problems, and I thought Laura was simply being a good daughter. My hands went cold. I thanked her mother and ended the call. Then I heard the front door open. Laura walked inside. She looked at me and smiled. Why are you still awake? I didn't answer. I simply asked, where were you going tonight? Her smile disappeared. My mother's house. I stared at her. Your mother just called me. Laura went completely silent. That silence told me more than any confession could have. She sat down and finally admitted that she had been hiding something. But it wasn't an affair. It wasn't another man. It was something much more complicated. Laura had been secretly meeting a financial advisor because our family had fallen into serious debt. She was terrified that if I found out, I would lose everything we had built together. Every Friday, she had been trying to solve the problem without telling me. The reason she lied about visiting her mother was because she was ashamed. She thought she could fix everything before I ever discovered the truth. But the secret had grown bigger than the original problem. I was hurt, not because she had financial trouble, but because for 9 months, she had looked me in the eyes and allowed me to believe a completely different story. That night, I didn't shout. I didn't threaten her. I simply said, you were afraid I would leave because of the truth. But the lie is what almost destroyed our marriage. Laura started crying. And for the first time, I realized something. Sometimes people don't lie because they don't love you. Sometimes they lie because they're terrified of what the truth might cost them. But fear doesn't make betrayal harmless. The next morning, we sat at the kitchen table. No phones, no excuses, no secrets, just two people finally facing the truth. We didn't solve our marriage in one night, but we finally stopped pretending everything was fine. And that was the beginning of rebuilding what the lies had almost destroyed. The biggest betrayal isn't always what someone does behind your back. Sometimes it's the truth they keep from you while looking directly into your eyes. If someone truly matters to you, tell them the truth before the secret becomes bigger than the relationship.